Next, Spurious Sentience by the Cephid Recording Club. I could back this out a little bit to see the whole thing, but I'm not. I kind of like this. This is enough, I think, to show us what's going on here. And now this one, okay, from Dan from Spurious Sentience, Cephid Recording Club. They sent me this postcard in there. Said, Dan, this is our first attempt at illustrative storytelling, or illustrative storytelling. Hope you like it. Chris McAfee. If anyone is interested, order here, cephidrecordingclub.com. That's also in the links. All right, so this is a square bound. I don't know. You call this perfect bound, square bound. I don't know what you call it, I guess. Number one, we've got Would You Kill the Devil and a lot of text on the back. This text basically outlines the entire thing, not only of everything that's going to happen in this book you're about to read, but like that this is part one of a grander, larger vision. Okay. Allison Bain, a mercenary for some demons, the devil in chase. While evading Allison, the devil leaps into the street to be struck down by a car. This throws Allison in shock as she sees her brother exit the vehicle and put the devil in his arms. Jimmy is unaware the man he just killed was the devil or that Allison was involved. That's just the first paragraph, and that literally describes like the first half of the book. But wait, there's more. So we open this guy up. Nice looking. Color cover on the inside of the cover. This page is decent. I like the graphics are okay. I love this. The story, characters, and settings are property of C.L. McAfee and Cephid Recording Club. This team worked hard pulling this book together, so don't steal it. I like that a lot. Okay. And now this is where I opened it up, and I was really surprised by how much I like this art. It looks like it's all in pencil, to the point where it's a little hard to tell here, but you can even see like the texture of the paper where like the pencil was rubbed. It's a little hard to see right now in this. Just looking at it from like the outside, I think like just it's attractive. Like the guy can draw very interesting angles and panel layouts. I really, really, really like the art. Like just looking at it, I would go like, yeah, I want to know more.
Yeah, I love that art. That's really, it's spooky and evocative for that kind of story. You can tell what kind of story you're looking at.
Well, that's the story. Well, the story is where I start running into a little more trouble. Let's just say that block of text that we saw in the beginning. Well, that's just the beginning of our text blocks, Larry. We've got some text blocks we got to deal with. So you get in here and we're sort of thrown right into the show. These are sort of demon people, animals that are hiring our heroine to kill the devil. And if you kill the devil, you then become the devil.
As you do.
Okay.
I can't get by that lettering though, man. That's not good.
I've seen worse, but yeah, I have problems with it. I wanted to especially note the telltale. Okay, Larry, what's the telltale sign of amateur comic book lettering that we see?
Yeah, it's the personal pronoun I in the middle of words.
Bingo.
Yeah,
Larry,
that's just right. That just I could see that even out of focus. I was like, oh, you got the crossbars, man. That's just.
Let me see if I can do this. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can do this.
That's not good.
I can focus this thing, I think. But
honestly I can't. It's in my life. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. So there's two things that I will talk about for hours. And one is the insignia on the Star Trek uniforms, and two, lettering and the personal pronoun I's with the crossbars in the middle of words. It's the most rookie mistake ever. It's awful.
I could do
and the font selection, those are like free fonts that you can just get anywhere. You might as well have done. I know. I have a quick story about Bat and Lash if you want to hear.
Sure.
I was a giant fan of Bat, and he did this book, Wolf and Bird, the Counselors of the Macabre.
Yeah, rest in peace, Pat and Lash.
Yeah. That's why I kind of feel bad telling this story, but it reflects poorly on me and not Bat. But I have this thing about lettering, and it has to be professional. And right when comic book lettering was working over to the desktop publishing, this guy did a font called Whiz-Bang, and it was just like the one everyone used because it wasn't Comic Sans. Like I don't know what that is, but it's some kind of thing that you can just get anywhere. Jimmy worked hard, but resources were limited.
So this is a complete.
Anyway, I gave Bat a hard time about using Whiz-Bang, and he didn't take it well. So sometimes people just don't like it when you talk about their lettering because they feel like they did the best they could. That's not what they're getting out of comics. They want to write and draw, and like lettering's an afterthought, and that's kind of what's going on there. You don't have a page of text like that with just all caps. It's impossible to read.
It's very difficult to read, and to sit and overlook the lettering. It's the thing that immediately, even if you don't know the thing about, not putting the serif, not putting the handle on the I when it's in the middle of the word, just looking at it, something is wrong to the casual looker who just like the lettering just doesn't seem like a professional comic book lettering, even if you understand that point or not particularly. But I definitely don't want to go too hard because I really liked this book in general. And let's see if I can focus here at a wider angle. I like it. I like the art. I think the artist has a real future in comics because they're combining this like photo illustrative penciling look with really fun, interesting panel layouts, man. Like this is like pretty cool stuff. This is not typical comics panel layouts at all. There's no panel borders in a lot of them, but it's not done in like a rip-off way. I really like it. Okay, but then you get into a page like this, and it's like you are ruining beautiful artwork with this lettering. Not ruining, you're besmirching.
I just want to grab their letter and go 25 words a balloon, 100 words a page. Don't step on the art.
and now this thing goes into some weird directions, Larry. Serial killers, chain the prime number killer, also known as NK, who likes to chain up ladies and cut them while talking about numbers. So it's disturbing, and it ends on a very disturbing note.
Yikes.
This guy is he's a freak, but it gives you that sense of horror that I know that they're looking for out of this thing. So, I think mission accomplished in that way. And I think that the artwork itself is really lovely. I think the writing could use a little bit of work, and the lettering is not good.
I could have predicted that because that logo up top is just you want people to be able to read what your comic is called. Yes. I love that art though. The art's great.
I agree, although I have a similar problem I had on our last show with the cover not being representative of this beautiful of the artwork on the inside.
I kind of actually like the cover better.
You do?
Yeah. See that cool thing, the effect he did with the hair, and I'd read a whole book like that.
Okay, fair enough, Larry.
You know me. I mean, the inside's great. Don't get me wrong. I actually like the art inside, but I don't know. You got to battle between words and pictures in a comic, and that's what makes comics instead of a novel or paintings, right? You have the words and pictures have to meld, or it's just the whole thing doesn't work.